Look at these Barney colors here. That's some major cold across portions of southwest Canada into the middle portions of the US. This was an area of just extreme cold compared to average. A couple days were -30 to -40 degrees compared to average. Actual temperatures, we saw low 20s across northern Texas, low 90s, seriously, across southern Texas. Not only that, but there was a big storm. There was severe weather that happened during this, and that was in the form of freezing rain. A really significant amount of accumulation, and you hate to see it. Trees with leaves on it, it adds all that much additional weight to the actual trees. It allows them to come down easier, and of course that takes down power lines and thus a lot more in the way of financial and property impact. So look at that, a nice glaze of ice on the roads. This was from portions of the Oklahoma City area. It lasted into areas of Texas as well, where that collision of the cold air and moisture was. And still, as we go throughout today, the early portions, still residual moisture, snow. Texas to New Mexico. Look at all this moisture. This is a low pressure center, and this is the remnants of Hurricane Zeta. They're going to combine, and that's just a lot of Gulf Coast moisture here. So heavy rains in spots across portions of the middle of the country, back across the Midwest, Ohio Valley, especially into the Mid-Atlantic. That's where the yellow colors will be most widespread, and that's where probably the best flooding risk is at this point. This system, as it moves off towards the east, notice the cold air that'll be entrapped across portions of New England. That will allow for snow to form. Some models have more cold air and thus more snow on the northern edge than others, but if things line up well, that could be a decent early season snow event. Back to the rain side of things. There is a couple areas of the flash flooding risk. Again, I mentioned kind of the main areas here in the Mid-Atlantic into portions of the eastern Ohio Valley, but something to keep an eye out. It's not a major risk, but excessive water certainly possible. A big, good soaking, certainly for a lot of you. A lot of washouts coming from this. So as that storm moves east and you see some snowflakes lingering from that, again, that could be decent. We'll see generally quiet weather across portions of the middle of the country. We get a little bit of a break, a little bit of a respite going through the weekend with high pressure in control. A very happy Halloween to you, ghouls and goblins. Then our next system develops across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes. Snow. Guys, we're getting in on it early with some cold air blasts. This could be some decent snow, we'll see, and some residual synoptic or system type snow for portions of New England before that system moves out. And again, at that point, we'll generally quiet things down with not much more coming at us from the west. But New England into the Great Lakes, you got to watch out for really the start of winter season here. The end of this week, we'll see the first hit, and then the other one coming in Monday. That should probably be half an inch to maybe 2 inches at the most, and it depends on temperatures. It could be anything from snow showers mixed in with some rain to a couple inches in the high ground. We'll see. But northeast, the best chances for true system snow as long as the weather's cold enough. We are going to get some of the big cold air out of the area. We're going to moderate things a little bit, expecting a southeast ridge to set up across portions here. That'll allow for some warmth. The current cold is a lot of the reasoning for the big, well below average temperatures. We do moderate pretty nicely. There's going to be some above average temperatures to speak of. Overall, across a decent portion of the nation, we're not talking about anything well below, well above, or well below once we go into the next couple of weeks. Speaking of what's coming up, snow contractors, you got to be ready to deal with some of that snow. So you want impact-based decision making that's just better information when it comes to weather forecasts. Trust in NeoWeather to help you save thousands of dollars.